So I am here typing up this ebook for you guys, which I still have kind of a long way to go. I'm not gonna lie, I've been slacking on it because I've just so much on my mind, so many things going on, so many freaking ideas. And I told you guys I'm an overthinker, but I write down everything. You see all those books back there? These are all journals, and they all serve a purpose for everything. Totally different purposes in each journal. Right now, I am actually getting ready to go to the gym. I have so many things that I want to talk to you guys about, but we're going to take it a video at a time, and we're going to discuss it little by little. Yeah, that's about it for now. Today, we're going to be talking about the art of not giving it. Yes, that is right. I am going to talk to you a little bit about the art of not giving a crap. I learned how to not give a crap about what people thought or what people would say a little while after I left the ICOC. It's very hard to avoid thinking or worrying over what people may think about you and what people may be saying about you or what they may feel and their opinions about you. But after a while, you can learn how to just not give a crap anymore. Some people tend to get this confused with arrogance or just being a person who doesn't care about anything, and there is a whole difference between being arrogant and being someone who just doesn't give a crap. When I was in the ICOC, because of course we relate every experience to the ICOC since that's what this channel is about, I cared way too much. Before I was in the ICOC, I did not care a whole lot about what people thought about me or said about me, though I did care to a certain extent. It wasn't up until a little while ago, fairly recently, that I finally got to a point where I just did not care anymore what people say or think. And I think that having this YouTube channel has helped me to get to that point, because you really have to have thick skin and you really have to know yourself and know your heart enough to not allow what other people say to penetrate into your arena, your space. I am generally a pretty positive person. I love positivity. I love talking about positivity. I love to hang around positive individuals. And personal development is something I'm very passionate about. If you have not yet, ladies, check out HBHL, which is my other channel where I do talk about positivity, manifesting, goals, also relationship advice. So I realized that I cannot go on with my life, and I cannot heal, and I cannot become the person that I should be, the person I'm meant to be, if I'm just fixated on what people say. Especially when you have a YouTube channel, there are going to be people who are going to say mean things. But if you learn how to put up a wall where you can be confident in yourself enough to not allow what that person says to get to you, then you should be able to heal just fine, and you should be able to move on with your life just fine. And this also goes to any situation in your life. I apply this to all areas of my life. It really just starts from confidence. You have to have the confidence that you know yourself and that you are confident and sure in where you are in your life, that you don't allow anyone to grab you by the ankle and just pull you and you just fall flat. After I've already fallen the first time being in a cult, I've learned from my mistakes and I've learned lessons that I do not regret. When I was in the ICOC, I was a people pleaser. I always wanted to make people proud of me. I thought maybe if I just keep doing what people are telling me to do, then I'll finally get there. But the thing is that I did not realize that that was what I was doing. The whole time, in my mind, I really thought that my goal was to get closer to God. And I thought that somehow doing the things that the church was telling me to do was me actually getting closer to God, when in fact, it was just me people pleasing. That's all a cult really is. It's just all about people pleasing. And the person who is in the cult, who is doing the people pleasing, does not realize what they're doing. It's not until you leave that you stop and you're just like, I was people pleasing the entire time straight through. My entire focus wasn't even on having a relationship with God, because I thought that by me people pleasing that I was somehow gonna bring me closer to God, and in fact that is a total lie. So when I left, I had friendships where I was people pleasing. I had relationships at work where I was people pleasing. When you're a part of an organization that's very controlling, very restricted, very demanding, it's kind of difficult when you finally leave to set your foot on even grounds. It just takes a while. You stumble, you learn lessons, you have to get the feel for what you're going through and the feel for reality, and you gotta kind of learn yourself and adjust to this new life of not being a part of that organization anymore. So it could be pretty difficult, and you can learn a lot of lessons. And for me, the lesson was that I have become a people pleaser, and I didn't want to be a people pleaser anymore. I didn't want to be a yes person when I really wanted to say no, or say no when what I wanted to say was yes. So when I finally realized, I started to develop an attitude of just not giving a crap. But at the same time, it's also kind of part of my personality. It has its good and its bad. My husband actually just said the other day, he's like, you're very strong-willed and it's really good, but at the same time, it could be bad. I also am very independent. So at times when I have people comment on a video and they try to tell me what I need to do, it really does bother me. It is a huge trigger, and I try not to take anything that anyone says personal, but that's how I was able to develop my attitude of just not giving a crap. You take some of what people say, you can leave some of what people say. It depends on how you take it. You do not have to feel like everything a person tells you, you have to listen to it, or you have to do what they tell you. That is what you do when you're in a cult. When you're no longer in a cult, you no longer are tied down to those rules and restrictions. The difference between being arrogant and just being a person who knows how to say no and not take any crap from anyone is that arrogance is something that a person has in them when they think that they can never be told anything and they think they know everything. I do accept and I do embrace other people's opinions, but when it comes off in a way where a person's trying to tell me what to do, then I will not accept that. You have to understand that if you were in a cult, it's going to be difficult for you to listen to what people are telling you to do if it sends a trigger. Here's an example. You leave a cult and someone goes and tells you that you need to return to church in order to get to heaven, that if you don't do this, you're going to go to hell. That right there is a major trigger. Of course, you're not going to accept that very warmly. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate the advice. No, here's my advice to you. Do not be a people pleaser. If you have just left a cult or a very controlling group, whatever you want to call it, because I know some people don't like to call it a cult, but I call it what it is. You are being told that you need to read the Bible, to go to church, pray, to get to heaven, and these things are bothering you. Take a step back from what people are saying. Do not let it penetrate. You have to learn to build up a wall, the I don't give a crap wall, but you're also going to have to learn how to respond without coming off upset or coming off like you have an attitude, which for me, that could be pretty much a challenge at times, especially if a person says something and I feel like it was a stupid statement that they made. Once you finally learn how to not give a crap about what people think of you or people say, then you will be able to filter what you accept and what you don't accept. You have got to gain the confidence that you yourself know who you are. You are going to have other people tell you that you have to. That's just how the world is, because everyone in the world thinks that they know everything. Everyone thinks that their thing is the right thing and their way is the right way. You have to know your limitations and you have to be confident in yourself that you can stand strong within these limitations. Once you know your limit, you know what you can accept and what you won't accept. And it can take time to grow an attitude of I don't give a crap. For me, it's a little easier. I've kind of always been this way. I'm a New Yorker and we tend to not care that much sometimes. For you, it might be a little bit difficult. You might be more of a type of person who cares a lot about what other people think. But like I said, that's where confidence comes into play, and that's where you have to learn to get that confidence and get that strength. And I know that you can freaking do it. If you're interested, my loves, I have my 60-minute complimentary call. You got that link down below. I also have my 12-week coaching program. And I will see you in the next video. I love you guys all so much.